Hi, I'm Adam. Thanks for stopping by. And in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at how to repair TheC64 joystick. So stick around to find out how. Now, there have been numerous reports of the shaft of the joystick coming loose and actually coming out of the joystick, along with reports of this strain relief here failing and the cable splitting. So let's open up the joystick and find out how we can look at repairing these faults. So the first thing you're going to need is a small Phillips screwdriver, and there's 4 screws located on the underside of the joystick. We can open the joystick and see what's inside. So before I even look at any of the electronics, what's quite interesting to see in here, we have the weights that have been screwed in place to give it a more quality, a weighty feel. Okay, so let's then take a look inside the joystick. So here you can see the cable coming in through the strain relief. Now, for anybody whose cable is split, I suggest just pulling the cable back through past the split and cable tying on the inside here to prevent it being pulled back through. Now, anybody whose shaft has fallen out, this is actually held in place here by a screw that's just in the center here. So what we'd need to do to repair it is put the shaft of the joystick back through the hole and just tighten up this screw here. Now, using some thread lock will help secure the screw in place. Thread lock is not something everyone has to hand. So unless you want to go out and buy some, I recommend using something like some nail polish or something like that. Just a small little dab of that onto the end of the screw. Make sure it's on the thread obviously, and tighten up the screw, tightening it up quite nice. And that's pretty much it. So it's a really short, easy to do fix. So when we reassemble, let's take this. Make sure that the strain relief is put into the base of the joystick correctly. Okay, can we just, if I just show you here, it fits just inside there, and then the top clamps it down. Okay, so then you shouldn't be able to move it. Obviously there's a small little bit of wiggle about it, but you shouldn't be able to pull it out. So now let's just screw the joystick back together. Now when you're screwing this back up, you're going to want to make sure it's nice and tight, but not too tight that you over tighten the screws and ruin the plastic. So as you can see, this is not tight enough yet. So let's keep going. Do we still have any movement? So there's still a little bit of movement there, so they still need tightening up. Just something I'm conscious of. I don't want to over tighten since it's into plastic. Okay, so that's nice and secure. Now I want to talk a little bit about how I use the joystick, because I've not experienced any of these problems that many people are talking about on Facebook. Now when I use a joystick, I tend to have it on a solid base, such as a desk like this. I'll hold it with one hand. This will be the hand I use for the fire button, and then with the other hand I can just apply gentle movements to the joystick. Now I do see many people holding them like this, and I just think it's a little bit rougher, makes your wrist hurt a little bit more, and also there's a lot more strain on the cable where it's being pulled about, especially if the C64 is somewhere maybe on the floor and you're sitting on your couch. So like I say, I tend to use mine on the desk, and I've not experienced any of these problems yet. But if you have been unfortunate enough to experience any of these problems, I hope this video helped you in fixing your joystick and that you are getting straight back to fun and gaming. Thank you very much for watching.